Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the C-Man, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the C-Man's Cinema Sit-Down. And our last video, we talked about my productive Monday, where I saw two features. We got a screen unseen for Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. That review will come out once I can post that one, but the immediate reactions are out there. You can find those. And then, obviously, Civil War was what we talked about most recently here on the channel. That was the one I saw after. You can see my full and spoiler-free thoughts right up there. But now we shift gears to my productive Tuesday, where I went and got my hair redid, touched up the roots, made it look a little bit less dark in there and more blonde, so I'm digging that. We debuted that during the Joker Folly Adieu trailer, where I threw all my Joker garb on and completely forgot to talk about the relightening of my hair. If you want to see that trailer reaction, and that trailer was fire. Like, there's that moment when Gaga puts the lipstick on the window. I was thinking about, I'm so glad that was in the trailer, because you could capture people's reactions, because that is one of my favorite shots in a movie that I've seen in years. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. So if you want to see that reaction and all my reactions to the Folly Adieu trailer, that movie's gonna slap. You can also see them right up there. But now we turn our attention to some other trailers to try to be productive on a Wednesday. 3 days of productivity outside of my normal working hours. I'm gonna give myself a clap, but that's assuming that we can get through these two trailers. And CinemaCon is going on right now. That's how we got to the Joker Folly Adieu trailer. And while I wish there were more trailers coming out, because people are seeing things for movies where I'm like, I also want to see things for those movies, we did get one trailer that dropped yesterday during day one that I'm very excited to take a look at. What are we talking about? Why don't you pull up a chair, take a seat? We are getting ready to take a look at the official teaser trailer for The Watchers. And you're gonna go, C-Man, I don't know if I've heard of this movie. Why are we so excited about it? Well, I'm a big M. Night Shyamalan fan. And while he also showed some footage yesterday for his upcoming movie Trapped, I believe. It's either Trap or Trapped. I think it's Trap. Showed some footage there that did not go out to the mass public, which I was disappointed about. But his daughter, he's kind of been, showing her the ropes. She's directed a bunch of things for his television show over on Apple Plus, Servant. Really, really freaking dope show. I actually have to finish that. But the episodes that she's directed have been really, really good. And now she is making her directorial feature debut. And you guys know how I geek out over big feature debuts. Like, when a directorial feature debut slaps the way some of the ones we have seen recently, Dev Patel, Monkey Man, Arkasha Stevenson, The First Omen. It just makes me so happy, because you're like, oh man, you're just starting and we're already halfway through the race. Like, just really, really good stuff. And considering that I have seen things that Ishana Shyamalan has done, on the TV side, I can't wait to see what we get with her feature debut. And there's several good things here working for me. One, you've got Dakota Fanning. Anytime she pops up, I'm always intrigued, ever since she was a little girl. Same with her sister Elle. Like, both of those Fanning girls, they know how to act. And she's front and center here as her lead, which is very exciting. And then the synopsis of the movie, I was like, I'm so in. A young artist gets stranded in an extensive, immaculate forest in Western Ireland, where, after finding shelter, she becomes trapped alongside 3 strangers, stalked by mysterious creatures at night. And I'm really excited to kind of see, what Ishana, because she's also a writer here along with A.M. Shine, what she's going to do in film. I think a lot of people would expect her to kind of do the same type of stuff her dad does, and she obviously can do that, right? Like, working inside the context of something like Servant. But I'm just really interested to see where she goes. This obviously seems like it's going to be in the horror realm, which is dope. I tend to find that lovers of the horror realm really want to live there. So if you grew up in that type of a household, makes a ton of sense on why you would also kind of go down there. But is she gonna have a twist? Is it just gonna be an insane suspense thriller? Is it gonna be flat out trying to make you jump out of your seat? I'm not sure. I feel like we're in that like suspense thriller zone, just based on the concept. But like mysterious creatures, I'm fascinated. You know, like is this gonna be one of those where just like Daddy, she bait and switch. You think it's creatures and then it's people in costumes. I hope not. Even though I like The Village more than most people because I'm a huge M. Night guy. I want these to be real creatures, and I'm really pumped to take a look. So I've been yapping for far too long, as per usual. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get the trailer up for you. I've got it in front of me, and now it seems like it's called The Watchers. Like that makes those creatures sound even creepier. Now, but let's not waste any more time and finally take a look at our official teaser trailer coming out of CinemaCon for The Watchers. New Line Cinema. Yeah, Warner Brothers was huge yesterday. Most of the movies were coming out from them on day one. Oh. Yes, build that unsettling vibe. That mirror is unsettling, as I have a giant mirror on my wall closet doors.
Who are you? We're just like you, lost.
Oh, I like that. Dig that cut. Like the audio cut there.
On the other side.
Whoa! Producer M. Night Shyamalan. Oh yes, sound design, one of my favorite Shyamalanian traits.
Applause for you, Mina.
Applause? Oh, you can't see them. Oh, that's terrifying. But they are the OCU. Oh.
Don't you want to know what they are?
It's impossible. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm all here for that. That's we got a more sound. The sound design. One of my favorite traits about M. Night and the movies that he makes, his sound design is always impeccable. Like he's able to build. He's so good at building suspense through sound. So seeing Ishana kind of lean into that in her own. I mean, this feels very much like it could be an M. Night movie, right? Like, and that's not shocking to me. The suspense. Keep you on the edge of your seat. You don't really know what you're looking at. Like some sort of a reveal is obviously gonna come, I would imagine, at some point in this movie, because right at the end of the trailer, what do we get here? We get some creaturey. We get some creaturey looking arms and legs, and they look slimy and also humanoid. So I'm fascinated, but obviously like building some kind of reveal where it's more like all of those things I think were kind of what I was expecting. I think it'll be more of, does the reveal play like a twist, which is more like what Dad would do, or is, Ishana looking to kind of carve out her own space? Obviously I think she's looking to carve out her own space either way. But considering, like I said, what we've seen from Servant, this is definitely a realm I would expect her to play and thrive in. And I think it's a great concept. I'm fascinated to see how Dakota gets out there and ends up in this place where it's like, the other woman that's in the movie with her, who I also like quite a bit, Olwen Fueri. I butchered your name, Olwen. I'm sorry. But I really dig when she pops up in things. And you heard her talking like, we're just like you. We got, we landed here, and now this is what's been going on. So I'm like interested to see like how these woods work. Like, is she on her way someplace? It kind of would obviously make sense if that was the case. And then does she get lost? How does she run into the strangers? But the idea of like these four people in one room that just has a giant window, right? And a movie that's called The Watchers. What type of stuff can these creatures do that would torment people inside of, this domicile that they're in? And is it one of these things where they can easily get out and explore the woods? Or like the shots where we see them in the woods, is that like pre-getting caught? Is it like they have to escape kind of a situation? I'm very fascinated to see where it goes. But the sound design, like you open this bad boy up, like pretty much right. Yes, this tap cut.
What is this place?
Love it.
Who are you? We're just like you. Lost. They come every day.
All right, I just that the play with the sound there is so good, and then when you start hearing them. Nah, man. I love good sound design. I want us to go back though to that last shot, because they're saying like it's a window to the other side. So it's, okay. So that window that she's tapping on, that's why they can't. Okay. Sometimes my brain functions a little slow, but now I've kind of put it together there. So the giant window is like a two-way mirror, like a police department, right? So they are seeing a mirror, the Watchers are seeing them. So the Watchers aren't necessarily invisible, even though that one shot with the dude that was like here, like you get you can't see them, but you're only seeing him, like pulled right at the end. So maybe they do have camouflage, maybe they're visible the whole time, but certainly from inside that domicile you won't be able to see them, and that conceptually is just dope. And like I said, could it be one of these things where you build to these four people going crazy in this room, and does that become like a situation, right? Like you go so many different ways with this, but I think with what Ishana's built in this trailer, I mean, whether it's just the imagery, like I said, how she's playing with sound already really is just tickles me. I love sound design so much, especially in a horror suspense movie. And again, like I like the idea of isolating people, seeing what that can do. Obviously, the Watchers have cameras as well. Makes me think that like maybe they're aliens, if they're not just people in suits, because it could very well be that too. There's a bunch of interesting things I think at play here, though, and obviously, like these scribblings on the ground in a secret room, like there's gotta be a way, I think, to escape from there. And then is that part of the game for the Watchers? The facial expressions too are just. This is one of those movies that's just like, yep, you're checking all of the C-Man's boxes. So I'm going to shut up. I'll flip it over to you. How much of an M. Night fan are you? Are you big M. Night peoples out there? Do you like those types of movies? Maybe M. Night isn't exactly what you go for, but maybe that realm is a place you like. Do you think his daughter is doing very similar things to Dad? Or is it being guised as something similar, and maybe she's playing in stuff in a different way? I would kind of lean that way. I'm fascinated to see what she does. But yeah, let me know what's working here for you on the suspense side. Do you like this idea? Do you think it could be a bait and switch? What do you think is going on with the Watchers? And then if you've seen Servant and you've seen some of the stuff that Ishana's done, does that excite you more for a movie like this? Anywhere you land, good, bad, indifferent, on our official teaser trailer out of CinemaCon for the Watchers, put it down below in the comment section. Look forward to talking to you down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with the C-Man anytime we're talking movies, TV, trailer reactions. We're going to take a look at Maxine next, so you want to be here to see that reaction. You just want to see, maybe what my thoughts were on some of the things we talked about earlier, like Civil War. You just dig the vibe. You want to show a little love and support. Well, hey, come join C-Maniac Nation. Super easy. All you got to do, jump over there, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time, for the C-Man's Cinema Sit Down, I've been the C-Man. I'm signing off. Peace.
Hey, what's up, C-Maniac Nation? Winter Ken here, where we grow out our roots and our beard, letting you know that you can see some new C-Man videos right up here and right down here. And if you want all those videos and show that man a little love and support, come join C-Maniac Nation right over there, and the C-Man will catch you on the next one.